You were pulling out your last book from the locker when the door creaked slightly more than usual. As you closed it shut, your eyes catch something scribbled on the inside. A note stuck there with scotch tape, bold black marker ink. The words were sharp, stay away from him. Your fingers clenched the paper. You yanked it off, crumbled it without a second glance, and shoved it into your bag. Not again. You shook your head, adjusted your books, and headed to class with a tight jaw. As you stepped into the classroom, your best friend Annie was already at her desk scribbling something on a notebook. The moment she looked up, her brows furrowed. Okay, what happened to your face? You look like someone just ruined your morning. You dropped your books with a sigh and sat beside her. Nothing new, just another note on my locker. Same old drama, stay away from him. I swear if I catch whoever this is, I will personally glue their mouth shut and write delusional on their forehead in permanent marker. Tempting but not worth the detention. Detention, girl, I would do community service if it means I get to pluck her eyeballs out and play marbles with them. You stifle a laugh covering your mouth. Leave it, Annie, don't waste your energy. Professor is not here yet. Let's revise. The test is almost here and I need to go through those projectile motion equations again. Yes, please. I still don't get how horizontal and vertical components even work. My brain short circuits when it sees the word cosine. You open your notebook and begin explaining, starting with the basics. Okay, look, when a projectile is launched, its horizontal motion and vertical motion are treated separately. So the horizontal velocity remains constant, but the vertical velocity is affected by gravity. Right? And the equation for vertical displacement is S equal ut plus 1 half at squared. Remember, for vertical motion, A is gravity, so 9.8 meter per second squared downward. You both bent over the book, focused, when suddenly the classroom door opened. A group of girls stepped in, loud, confident, and clearly not there for physics. Leading them was Lana, the queen of unnecessary drama. Her eyes swept the room like radar. The moment they landed on you, she rolled them so hard it was a miracle they didn't fall out. If I stare any longer, I'm gonna lose brain cells. Ignore her, she's not worth it. One day, I swear, I'm gonna. Please, let's survive the test first. The professor finally walked in, and the chatter in the room dimmed. Everyone opened their notebooks as the whiteboard began to fill with diagrams and formula. You leaned forward, eyes focused as the topic shifted to inclined planes and Newton's second law. Suddenly, a soft thud on your lap broke your concentration. You looked down, a small, crumbled paper ball rested there. You glanced to your right, and there he was, John Jungkook. The cold heartthrob of the college, mysterious, quiet, and almost never interested in anyone. Yet every girl somehow hoped to change that. You were one of the few he would ever spoken to, and that too for something completely academic. He struggled with maths, and once or twice he had asked you for help in the library, nothing else, nothing more. You slowly opened the paper, curiosity piqued. Hey Topper, if you have got time after class, meet me at the library. I promise I'll bring my confused math brain and maybe a cookie. Don't make me beg. You blinked, a small laugh nearly escaped your lips, not because it was funny, but because it was unexpected. You looked up and Jungkook was already watching you, his face unreadable, but the slight smirk on his lips betrayed him. You crumpled the paper again, gave him a dry thumbs up. He smirked wider and turned back to face the board. But what you didn't see was Lana, a few rows behind, her eyes burning holes into your back, her teeth clenched so tight it looked like she might snap her pen in half. The bell rang and chairs screeched back across the floor as students packed their bags. You closed your notebook with a sigh and slung your bag over your shoulder. Annie nudged you lightly. Let's go before the canteen sells out all the good stuff again. You both were just stepping out into the hallway, joking and walking toward the cafeteria when suddenly a tight grip wrapped around your wrist. Your feet froze. You turned your head. It was Lana. Her manicured nails were digging into your skin like she owned you, her gaze sharp, daring. Didn't I tell you to stay away from him? Before your brain could even process, your body acted on instinct. You yanked your wrist back hard, freeing yourself from her grip. And I told you before, it's none of your business who I talk to. Florence jaw tightened, but before she could respond, Annie stepped right between the two of you, standing like a shield. Unless you are a walking notice board for Yoon Jungkook, which you are not, I suggest you keep your hands and your jealousy to yourself. A few students nearby started slowing down to watch. Wow, you two think he actually likes her? He only talks to her because she's a living calculator. You raised a brow, voice soft but pointed. Good. Then he should stay close. Calculators don't get emotional, right? Unlike insecure girls who write anonymous threats. Lana's lips parted like she was going to snap back, but words failed her. Her cheeks flushed red, part embarrassment, part fury. She looked around, realizing people were watching now. You didn't even wait for her next move. You turned on your heel, Annie right beside you, and walked down the hallway toward the cafeteria, shoulders high. As you pass the classroom door, you catch sight of Jungkook still standing near his desk, backpack half zipped. He had seen everything. His brows were slightly raised in surprise, and a tiny smile was playing on his lips. The kind of smile that said, she's not just smart, she's bold too. And he leaned in and whispered, just for your ears. That's my girl. I swear he's already two steps into your love story. You roll your eyes, biting back a smile. He's not that easy to read. He's not, but you're already the plot twist. And just like that, the tension of the hallway melted into the warm chatter of the cafeteria as the two of you found a table and sat down, pretending like you didn't just win round one of an unspoken war. The day was slowly slipping into golden dusk, and the halls of the college were quieter than usual. After a comforting lunch with Annie, she had excused herself early. I'm not feeling too well. I'll head home, okay? You chuckled, waved her goodbye, and then made your way toward the only place that felt like silence in the storm of teenage chaos, the library. The wooden door creaked slightly as you pushed it open. You stepped inside, pulling your bag off your shoulder, and walked toward your usual seat by the window. Only 7 or 8 students scattered across the room, heads down, books open. You sat down, placed your books neatly, and began flipping through the pages of your physics textbook. The silence was comforting until you noticed a pair of eyes burning into your side. You glanced up subtly, Lana. Seated just a few rows away, her book open in her lap, but her eyes completely focused on you, her gaze sharp, calculating. You ignored it, focusing on your textbook. Just then, a quiet scrape of a chair pulled beside you. Someone sat down, and you didn't need to look to know who it was. Jungkook. He leaned slightly toward you, his scent mixing with the paper and dust of the library. Hello, Topper, wifey. The last word was a soft whisper, teasing yet strangely warm. Your lips curled into a shy smile. Focus, Joan. Which equations are messing with your head today? He smirked and flipped open his math notebook, pointing at a particularly stubborn integration problem. You leaned in, eyes narrowing at the steps. Oh, this? You missed a minus sign during substitution. Look, let me show you. As you explained, his eyes were not really on the book, they were on you, admiring the way your brows flowed, the way your fingers glided across the page. But the peaceful tutoring session was short lived. Lana appeared beside your table, her book clutched dramatically in her arms and her lips stretched into a clearly fake smile. Warren, do you mind helping me too? I'm stuck on this trick chapter. Before you could even reply, Jungkook priced a pro and shut her down instantly. She's already helping me. Maybe ask someone else. Lana's fake smile twitched, faltering like a cracked porcelain mask. She turned to you, voice suddenly sharper than it was before. Well, I guess helping him is the only reason he even notices you, right? Let's not pretend it's anything more. Jungkook tensed beside you. He was about to say something, but you lifted your hand gently, stopping him. Your eyes met Lana's, calm but ice cold. Jealousy doesn't suit you, Lana, especially when it's that obvious. Jealous of you, yes, because you think if you keep circling him like a vulture, he will forget how you humiliated yourself the last time he rejected you. The library air seemed to thicken. Lana blinked, stunned. You leaned forward slightly, voice even lower. Let me say this clearly. I don't chase people. If he's here, it's because he chose to sit beside me, not because I begged for it. Lana's lips parted to argue, but Junko cut in smoothly, his voice sharp as a blade. You done, Lana, because if you are still confused, I have already made it clear I'm not interested in you. Lana's face turned crimson, and out of desperation, she snapped one last jab. Stay away from him, Wine, he's mine. You blinked slowly, unimpressed. Already, is he your boyfriend? There was a bit of silence. Yes. You turned toward Jungkook, raising your brows in a theatrical way. Is that true, June? Jungkook looked directly at Lana and with the most bored expression ever said, no, not in this life or the next. That was it. Lana looked like she had been slapped by reality. You turned back to your book and flipped a page, calm and composed. Good luck with your trick, Lana. Maybe ask your imaginary boyfriend to help you. But Jungkook wasn't done yet. He leaned back in his chair, one arm resting on the back of yours, his voice casual but loud enough for Lana to hear, and maybe the rest of the library too. Besides, I already told you before, Lana, I don't do imaginary relationships. I already have a wife. Your eyes widened for a split second, and your head whipped toward him, lips parting. Wife? He grinned, amused by your reaction. In my head, yeah, but soon, maybe real too. You gave him a side-eyed glare but didn't respond, mostly because Lana was still standing there, rooted to the floor like she had just seen a ghost. You what? She's your wife? Oh no, Lana, don't stress yourself thinking it might overwork your single brain cell. Lana opened her mouth, but you didn't give her the chance. You're still not getting it, are you? He doesn't want you. Not now, not ever. You can keep tossing notes on lockers and rolling your eyes, but nothing you do is going to change the fact that he came to me, not the other way around. And trust me, I'm not easy to chase. If I'm sitting here, it's because I want to be. Lana's jaw clenched, her cheeks had gone from red to pale, like someone had just unplugged her confidence altogether. She glanced between the two of you, your calm glare, Jungkook's smudged expression, and then scoffed under her breath. This isn't over. For you, it never even began. With that, Lana turned on her heel and walked away, her pride trailing behind her like a torn ribbon. The library seemed quieter after that, like it had exhaled with relief. He turned to Jungkook, raising an eyebrow. Wife, huh? He leaned his cheek on his hand, watching you with a tilted smirk. Well, it sounds better than Topper, doesn't it? You shook your head, trying not to laugh as you returned to your notes. Just focus on solving these equations and don't call me that again in public. Noted, wifey, only in private then. You roll your eyes, cheeks tinged with warmth you couldn't hide, not even from him.